fourth of 5 installments of MRC for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, round 8 of season 9. It's looking fine as we approach Christmas time. Tonight, in the dark wilderness that is the Saudi Arabian city of Jeddah, myself and MRC's very own Mini Max Verstappen, also known as Melvin, are here to talk you through the Tier 4 action. Melvin, give us a shout.
Hello, hello. Yeah, I was just vibing to the music of the lobby, so I'm very happy today.
Oh, good. Any particular reason, or are you just feeling fine?
I crashed it out in Tier 3, but I'm still happy, so that's something.
You know what? That is the energy that we love to see.
Yeah.
Didn't have a good Tier 3, but you're still happy to be with me.
Oh, I'm so happy to be with you.
Happy days. Oh, the feeling's mutual, my friends. I'm always happy to be with you too.
Yeah, I can't even describe it in words. I'm so happy.
I love you too, bro.
Yeah, me too.
But can you describe in words how you feel about this track? I mean, we'll forget the crash for a minute. How do you feel about this track?
I hate this track.
Okay, you. So, are you happy?
A lot of people love this track, but I think the problem with me is that I did not train enough, so I can't hook up a lap. And once you hook up a lap, the track feels perfect and amazing. But I did not feel that feeling because I did not do it perfectly.
Oh, fair enough. So you're feeling happy because Saudi Arabia is over for you, or just is Wednesday night?
I think that is it. Both, I think. It's almost weekend, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
We're almost there.
I quite like this track, I won't lie to you. I actually love it.
Why do you like it? Why?
It's just fun. I mean, like you kind of said there, it flows really nicely. If you get a few corners right, it just links in. Oh, so nice. I'm just looking at Zonda's come through the final corner. Do you want to talk us through the lap of the AlphaTauri?
Which one?
Zonda.
Yeah, sure. Alright, he's crossing the line and he's gonna look at turn 1. He's braking at 100, around 100. He did not hit the curb there, but you can definitely ride it. That's nice. There's almost no traction there, so it's really difficult to get on the power. And he's nicely cutting the corner here. Ooh, that curb on the inside can really spin you out, but he is not on it. And this is the part where if you hook it up right, you can get a good feeling, but it's not very perfect. He's still hanging on there. He did not invalidate yet. And that was not invalidation as well. Well, brake out of 50, let the car roll out, and gently on the gas. Gear up, so you get the traction. Oh, this is this difficult corner because you really gotta hit the inside there and almost touch the wall, so you can get on the throttle as soon as possible. And this is just a long straight. Oh well, they count as corners, but it's actually just a straight. And if you brake at the black box almost, and you want to keep a lot of speed into this corner because that's the speed you carry on. Oh no, he's spinning. Oh wow, that was
what a moment.
Yeah. Well, you carry a lot of speed coming out of that corner, so you want it perfectly because this is a long straight. We definitely gonna see some overtaking here. This is the last corner, the corner where Max Verstappen did not do it right on his perfect lap, almost perfect lap. DRS on, and we're gonna see what he's doing. It's not a perfect lap, but still a banker at 136.2. And I think we're gonna see a lot quicker lap. Yeah, 129.7. That's and 129.8. Wow, I did not expect those times to see in Tier 4. To be honest,
these are very good times. Jaxter's just popped in a 31.3 and 38 with 30.2. Again, these are good laps.
Wow. That's
These
amazing.
laps will look good in Tiers 1 and 2 for this part of the session as well. All very respectable.
Yeah. I can't even get it in the 130s, to be honest.
Honestly, such a hard track. Just want to give a quick shout out. I know we mentioned it before the stream. Basically, Jaxter, where he's in the Ferrari tonight. We'll on board with him in the moment with the blue helmet. Jaxter recently has been through a bit of a tough time. He's had an injury in his personal life. This is obviously, you know, something that happens in life when you do things such as playing football, which Jaxter was doing. And he's had to miss a few races. He's obviously had to miss a bit of his personal life because of recovery. But he's back with us. He's back on track. And he's just racing Tier 3 as well. And he just loves MRC that much that he's doing Tier 4 and Tier 3 in the same night. So welcome back, Jaxter. Great to see you, mate. great to see you in good flow and happiness today.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a fellow Dutchman. I'm Dutch as well. I think everybody knows that. But he's
Wait,
Dutch
really?
as well.
Really?
I'm Dutch. I mentioned Max Verstappen already in this.
Who? Who's that?
Max Verstappen.
Oh, who's he? Is he up and coming? I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's probably the best right now. The best of the world, to be honest.
What? I thought that was Nicholas Latifi.
Well, maybe he's the GOAT.
Yeah. Indeedy. Anywho, Max Verstappen, as you mentioned there, drives a Red Bull, and the Red Bull Scottish Ninja is approaching the start-finish line. Can he improve on his lap? He does to P8.
Oh.
Good lap.
A 1:31.7 is a really good banker lap, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah, it's the exact same with Monaco, where we did full qualifying. You want to get a good lap in, but good laps on circuits like this, you need to take a lot of risk. So if you take a lot of risk on your first lap, and it works out for you, then you got a good banker, and everybody will look at you like, oh mate, he's got a good time on the board. But once you make one mistake, you're out, and you're starting last on the grid.
Indeed, this track is very much like Monaco, but a tiny bit wider and a hell of a lot faster.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Monaco now, and I think if I trade enough for this track, I like this one as well. But yeah, maybe next season.
I quite enjoyed it myself. I would actually just say here, another man who definitely enjoys this track, Gibbon in the Ferrari.
Ooh.
Now, Gibbon, I believe, unless I'm wrong, has raced every race this week here, including Tier 1. So bear in mind, he's a Tier 4 driver. He raced in Tier 1 on Monday. And you know what?
That's massive.
Now, this might sound like a backwards kind of comment, but for a Tier 4 driver to not come last in Tier 1, I think is a real achievement. Gibbon was not last in Tier 1. Now, that is not an insult to Gibbon. That is not a Tier 4 compared to Tier 1 driver's remark. That's just Gibbon stepped up to race against some people who he doesn't normally race with, he's not familiar with, on a very difficult track, and he's dropped his assists down to, I believe, no assists now. And he gave it a go at the top end of our league. And you know what? That deserves a huge amount of respect. So Gibbon, my friends, great drive on Monday in both Tier 2 and Tier 1, and great to see you racing again tonight. I am proud of you. And he comes across the line, puts it in P6 for 31-1. Good lap.
That was a good lap.
Great banker.
Yeah, Gibbon is just an amazing guy. He's always so friendly, and dropping, indeed what you said, dropping no assists, because Tier 1 is almost no assist in our league, is quite impressive. Like, you go from Tier 4, where a lot of assists are on, to Tier 1, where almost no assists. That's a huge step up.
Huge, yeah. So, Jackster and Gibbon, for those two reasons, both the reasons I've said about them, I'm kind of supporting those two tonight a little bit, which means I'm supporting Ferrari. That's my old team. I don't want to support my old team. It's my first team in this league. I can't support them. We do in the final sector. Max Verstappen, is that you? Have you crashed into the final corner again?
Oh no. There goes a perfect lap.
I tell you what, that would have been the perfect lap had he actually completed it.
Sonders is out!
Sonders, no!
He lost the traction coming out of that corner. It is a really difficult corner, to be honest. He just lost it.
And there he is on the right hand side, just lost it in the F section. It's so easy to lose the rear end if you get a bit aggressive.
Yep. And that's what we're just talking about, like getting a good banker, taking risks. Oh, you see the result if you make one mistake, one little mistake.
Yeah, you've really got to push it here to find those little bits, because the high speed sections, to carry that extra speed, you've got to push. You've got to absolutely nail every single millimetre of the track. If you miss a bit of an apex on a corner, or if you just miss your brake zone by a tiniest amount, or just don't get on the throttle in time, it costs you for the next 3/4 of a mile to a mile. It's that crucial to get every acceleration and braking zone perfect.
Yep, and that's what's happening in Sector 1 as well. That's, if you get one corner wrong, then all the other corners are just not there anymore. That's, you gotta hook it up perfectly.
It's the most technical part of the track, and you're right. You've got to absolutely spot on nail every corner. Oh, Jackson's round! Oh, no! Jackster, no!
Oh, but he's still in it. He's still in it.
He is. I'm not meant to have favourites, but today I am very much supporting Jackster a little bit. I'm sorry, everyone. I can't help it.
Oh, that's fine.
Donny in another. Ah, no, it is another guy I'm secretly supporting because he's in the Williams. J. Donny in the Williams has just popped in the 29.6 to go fastest. Great lap. Very good lap, actually.
You gotta be really careful with your support because normally when commentators support people, they crash out or something bad happens to them.
Yes, that's true, and I am a key cursing member of the commentary team. 38, by the way, is 3 times up on his lap. This is going to put him in the mix for pole with his teammate.
Oh.
Am I about to curse him? I hope not. Anyway, 38 comes flying through this final section into the Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen crashy corner, as I like to call it. Through Verstappen crashy wall on the exit of the final corner. There's a lot of dissing Verstappen here going on, I'm not sorry. And across the line, stays P3 but improves to a 29.9. Very good lap.
Yeah, getting his time into the 29s is impressive. That's just something else.
It is.
And I see a lot of people take different lines in the last corner because you can take it a little wide and go early on the throttle, but you can also stay a bit more to the left inside and get to the corner faster. But I'm not sure which one is faster on a quali lap.
Yeah, what line do you like? Do you like the wide exit, so wide entrance, tight exit, or do you like to go tight and then let the car run wide on the exit? What do you prefer?
I like to go in wide because then you have a bit more speed on the straight. I take it wide, and I'm not sure why you should take it short, like to the inside. But what do you do?
I keep it tight on the inside.
Oh no!
I keep it tight on the inside, but that's because I have set up where I feel I can. But I do that because I feel I can defend if I'm being attacked, or I can put pressure on the car ahead. Most people tend to take the wide line. I find that yes, you're right, you lose speed on the exit, but I find I gain enough time on the entrance to the corner to avoid going near the wall as well. It gives me a bit of makes me feel calmer about that wall, because that wall on the exit is so tight and it comes at you very quickly.
Oh, it does.
As Max Verstappen found out. And Nicholas Latifi.
Oh yeah. And I think DRS Julian is gonna set a amazing time here. He had such a tidy second sector, and that's a 1:31.
Good lap. P4. We've got Mann coming across the line. Currently Aston hasn't currently got a time. Where does this put him? P17, 33.2. So he's got himself on the board. Necromancer and Fragile Tunnel have both stayed in the pits. They have not left the garage as of yet.
Nah, they're gonna do a last to first challenge.
I tell you what, I tried doing that in Bahrain on Friday. Right. It nearly worked. I came second. But I also didn't start last. I started, I think, 16th, because a couple of people got disqualified from qualifying. So technically I started ahead of them. But it was a bit of fun.
Nice.
Kid Dynamite is the OG when it comes to that. Smith, let's have a look at the man in the house.
Smith just finished his, he just finished his lap, and he's P5 actually.
Great lap. 30.4 is a fantastic lap. Scott, our championship leader, by the way, is currently in the pits on a 30.5. Let's keep an eye on him.
And Danny is on a lap as well, and he's so quick. He was 6 tenths quicker than him.
Very wise. He's got traffic ahead. He's got through that nicely, though.
That's a commentating curse.
It is. Melvin, that was your fault.
Yeah, that's my first one, I think.
They were talking about bringing penalties in for the commentators if we curse someone. If they do that, I think I'm going to get kicked out of the league.
Honestly.
Connor will be kicked out first, though. He is the worst of the curse. RFC Danny P7, good lap. Even with that moment, he still goes 7th. So, cracking lap.
Winky's on a quicker lap as well.
Winky!
4 tenths up.
Let's find the man, the myth, the Winky. The man from the Republic. Is he the Republic of Ireland or Northern Ireland? I know he's from Ireland somewhere. In the papaya of McLaren. Oh, we got a big moment! The curse continues! Oh!
I think I'm gonna just leave.
Well, Melvinio, my friend, we'll share the blame on that one.
Alright.
Let's stay with...
And I can live with it.
Kyle, known as Winky. Let's stick with Kyle. Let's see what he can do. He's currently got himself in P12 with a 132.3. This final section seems to go on for absolutely forever. And you finally get to that final corner and it's almost like, hold on a minute, where do I brake? It's never ending.
Honestly, I had to pick some like things on the track where I could see where I had, because everything looks the same for me.
Yeah. I find for these two stretches in the middle and final sector, they just go on for absolutely ever.
Yeah, true.
Johnny
there's like a white tent on the just before the last corner. That's why I know it's the last corner.
Yeah, it just drags you in. You're on almost like tunnel vision, where you're just flying along in a straight line with the walls either side of you, and you forget that you're actually on a racetrack for a minute. Sometimes.
Yep. But it's quite a long track. Like 130s is for a racetrack is quite long.
Yeah, it is, considering that Netherlands and Canada and Monaco, Austria are all anything between 1 minute 4 to 1 minute 12, I think.
Yep. As everybody is making themselves ready for their last lap, they're gonna take all the risk, and we might see some people fly out here, but when you take the risk and it's all going your way, then you're gonna maybe get pole here.
Oh, 38's lost connectivity. Let's hope he can get back in. He's probably still busy celebrating Morocco getting to the semi-finals of the World Cup.
Yeah, probably.
In fact, he's definitely still celebrating. I think, rumour has it, he's not stopped partying since the game against France.
He keeps singing.
He does. I think A-Man is genuinely not slept for at least 2 weeks.
No, just party all day.
Definitely is. Johnny Smooth passing in P13, just improves in his alpha, up to a 132.3. It's getting very tight, you know, in that little section there.
Crossing the line. Ooh,
Gibbon, P5! Go on, Gibbon!
Wow!
Marcel, my friend, great lap.
What a lap indeed.
Now then, DRS Julian is coming around to start a lap. Let's come back to him later. D. Brindle is also about to start a lap. Donnie's
Scott
just
is in the
coming
middle
out.
of his lap, but he had some trouble. I believe in the second sector, but maybe he's still up.
He's half a second up. Here we go. Scott has decided that he wants to grace us all with his presence. Here we go. The man from the south of England. The man who was formerly Mr. MRCX. I know, all us English. We're getting in the way of the non-English. We're awful, us English. You want to get rid of us.
Lately, a lot of Dutch guys and girls joined. So.
A lot, yeah. We've got. I think actually, I was looking the other day as Scott pops at P6, 30.3. Good lap. Lost a bit in the final sector. I was looking the other day. The Dutch are the second most represented country in MRC.
Yep.
After England.
I think Neil is the one on a lap here. I'm not sure who else is on a lap.
Neil, he's nearly a second up.
Yeah, he is up.
And now he is 1.6 up. 1.6. Oh my word! Right,
he is coming.
This could put him anywhere between 4th and 1st.
Yeah. Oh wow! I'm glad I spotted this one out.
Neil is a tier 3 driver. He
last corner. Ooh, he keeps it tight, and the traction is on. He's gonna get as soon as possible to the line. And what's gonna be a 129.9? Wow. That's insane.
So yeah, bear in mind that Neil is a tier 3 driver, so he should be pretty quick.
And DRS Julian is quick as well. He might
DRS
get
Julian, let's go. He does! 29.4!
Wow!
The Dutchies are bringing the party. The Dutchies are bringing the party. Here we go.
We're gonna kick the English off the throne, I tell you
what. 100%. Batter the English. I mean, I am English, so I love England.
Wow, what a quali there was. I honestly thought it was over, but then Julian just...
The last lap of qualifying, he delivered. Yep. Wow, I'll tell you what, that session went by rapid. Nearly as quickly as DRS Julian's lap. 29.4. Is he feeling okay? That was rapid.
How did he do that?
I don't know, but 29.4, great lap for pole. Johnny, Donny the Johnny in P2, Brindle P3, 38 pops into P4. He's still partying. Otherwise, maybe he could have had pole. Neil, the man from Wales, in P5 with Gibbon, the tier 1 hero, P6. Scott 7th, Smith 8th, RSC Danny 9th, Scottish Ninja 10th. Jackster returning in P11, Fragile Tunnel 12th, Winky 13th, Smith 14th, Johnny Smooth 15th, Luke Chard, OAT Ollie, Man, Zonders, Necromancer make up the rest of the grid. Right, curse time. I mean prediction time. Who are we backing today?
I think if Jackstar can keep his head in this one and does not crash out, he can finish podium.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Honestly,
happen.
think he's got pace, especially race pace.
Yeah, I think that's a good
call.
call.
He did well in tier 3 as well, but he crashed it out, so that's just the issue. He needs to keep his head in it and just do it.
Indeed. This is tough because I don't want to curse anyone, but I think Gibbon is going to.
Oh no,
I think Gibbon.
Yeah.
Gibbon is my prediction. I think that Gibbon is going to do something major here. So,
yeah, honestly.
Actually, Gibbon's got his own fan club, you know. I don't know if you've seen, but Gibbon has a fan club.
Does he?
He does.
And we all know what happens with fan club boys, because Bergen had a fan club once, and now
Calvin had a fan club. Bergen had
he's
one.
Up there as well.
Gav's tried to make his own one, and it didn't work. No one wants to be in the Gav fan club. I mean, what? Who said that? I didn't say that. Love you really, Gav. Let's just have a quick look, by the way. Whilst the cars are making their way around on the formation lap, there's a few different tyre options going on here. A notable one, Necromancer's gone for the soft. He's at the back of the grid. Then you got Zonders, RFC Danny, Neil, and our pole sitter, DRS Julian, are all on the hards. Everyone else is on mediums.
Yeah.
Smith and Johnny Smooth have had a collision, so they don't get to complete the warm-up lap. They will join the grid, and we'll see them later. So yeah, everyone else going for the medium. It's a one-stop strategy usually here, unless you've got a safety car. Then you can be brave, be a bit fruity, and go for another set of tyres. 25 laps, 10, 11, 12 on the medium, and then the remainder on the hards. Typically does the job. But Necromancer on the softs, he will be looking to stretch 7 or 8 laps on that and then go to the hard and see how long he can go.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's actually pretty easy to warm up your tires around here. I thought I had a lot of struggle with that, but it's pretty easy. I had like 85 on my mediums, so it's pretty doable.
Yeah, especially when you first come out the pits, the tyres are super cold, they're horrible.
They are.
But by the end of the first sector, with how twisty it is, they are absolutely golden. They're good.
Yep. So switching from the mediums to the hards during the race isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes on some tracks it takes a lot of time to heat up those tires, but on this track it's super easy to warm them up. So go from a medium to the hard is pretty easy.
Yeah, I agree.
But still, the hard runners will have a lot more pace at the end of the race. So if DRS Julian can keep a lot of medium runners behind him, he's gonna be in it to win it.
Surprisingly, the tyres, especially the hards, like you said there, they do hang on quite well at the end of the stint. A lot of first tier 1 and tier 2 had safety cars, and a lot of drivers stayed on the tyre rather than pitting in each race and found it worked. I mean, it worked for me. Just humble brag there. But those who want to be brave on the old tyres, it's not a bad call.
No.
But we have all the cars on the grid, and now the lights are forming. So we have 5 lights, and we are racing in Jeddah. And immediately we have awful cameras. But here we go. Donny's up the inside of DRS Julian. Can he make the move stick? Julian just hangs on. We have a Ferrari wide at top one. Donny's rounds. No, Donny.
He got hit from behind. That's so unfortunate.
No. Gibbons up to P3. He's on the inside of Brindle. Brindle's gone deep, but he's got much ahead. Oh no, not Jackster again. Jackster.
Oh no, what have I done?
Oh, Scott's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. That's typically a glitch, but I'm sure we'll hear about that later on. Hopefully that doesn't affect the race too much. The McLarens are side by side. Winky and RFC Danny. You mentioned both of them earlier were very quick in qualifying, and here they are battling already. Work together, lads. You're a team.
Yep.
Just behind them, Man's looking hungry. Oh yes, the medium runner should be in first, and he is. Winky is the medium runner of the two.
Oh, look at the gap forming between the second and the third place already.
Indeed. But let's just have a look at the positions gained on that opening stint there. So Donny, Neil and Scottish Ninja all having nightmares, and Jackson not having a good one either. But look at the AlphaTauri duo of Zonders and Necromancer, both 7 places up. They've kept themselves nice and clean, they've made positions. Good to see. Oh, here we go. Smith's got G Johnny all over him. Is he going to make a move into the final corner? There's no DRS as of yet. We've got to wait another 2 laps for that. Is Donny going to make a move? No, not yet. He's sensible. He knows to wait.
Yeah, and 30 is all over the back of Julian as well.
Let's jump on board. Oh, right to his gearbox.
Yeah, they're really close to each other. They are really close to each other, but they keep it nice and clean. And what I said earlier, Julian just wants to keep 30 behind, because the mediums will fall off after a few laps and the hard will keep going then. So all the time 30 is losing here, that's good for Julian. Indeed.
So we've got the AWS graphic reminding us there that the 1 stop is the quicker one, but you can do a 2 stop if you feel like it, but it is a bit slower. As you mentioned, 38 all over DRS Julian, but don't forget, Brindle right on the rear of the Williams as well. He clearly wants to get involved in this fight.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said earlier, strategy will become a much more different strategy when the safety car comes out, because I'm sure there will be a safety car. As we see, I have no idea how I say his name.
I'd call him J Donny.
J Donny, yeah. I think he's French, isn't he? With a name like that?
I'm not sure. Actually, I think he might be English, you know, but...
Oh, really?
I've just seen Scott all over the back of Gibbon. Into the final corner. Gibbon's gone for the deep line. Scott goes to the tight line. Gibb's got a great exit.
Yeah, that's the difference I mentioned earlier. If you take the other line, you get a lot more speed coming out of the straight, so you can defend more.
Indeedy. But here we go, Scott now.
Oh, Julian and 30, they're fighting for first place, and 30 overtook them.
30's got the move done.
But Julian is looking to get it back here, and he's pushing out because it's so difficult to go with 2 cars through that corner.
It really is. Julian now just needs to stick with 38. He's on the slower tyre for now, but in 5 laps time, the tyres will be very equal. Maybe the medium will be a bit slow at that point. And with DRS, he can stick along. But Zonders is out! Oh no!
Oh, he lost it.
He's lost it. Oh, in the middle of the S's, and we have a safety car. Donny has pitted. He's taking the opportunity to get himself in.
Yeah. Look at Necromancer coming from 20 to 15 on the softs.
Indeed. He would be wise to pit and get the softs off, if I'm honest.
Definitely, yeah. He can do soft, hard. Or soft, medium even.
I would go hard for now and see what happens later on.
Yeah, that's probably the call.
Probably the safest thing. This makes anyone who's had a bit of a nightmare at the start, like Jackster, Scottish Ninja and Donny, this gives them a new chance to get back into this race. I love this helicopter shot. I'm just looking at Julian right now, the helicopter shot looking through the final sector. I love watching the cars through there.
You see the cruise ship? Oh, I'd love to be in one.
Stunning.
Wow. Well, that was a very exciting first 3 laps. We saw a lot happening, a lot clean racing, and I think we're going to see a lot more during this race.
Indeed. Jackster looks like he wants to get past Luke Chard, but we are on the safety car, Jackster. Watch out, mate. Watch out. Don't you get in any trouble. Anyway.
No.
So... of the cars pit, actually, we've got quite a lot of cars looking to pit, by the way.
We do.
So, interestingly.
Oh, that's Necromancer. He needs to go for the hard. Let's see what he does.
Necromancer's in. We've got Jackster in. What's Jackster going to go for? He's going for hard. Jackster's gone hard. Necromancer's gone medium, so he's going to pit again. He's accepting that he's going to have to piss again, which, you know, all well and good. Nothing wrong with that.
No, he's still gained 3 places, so.
Indeed. Donny behind them on the hards.
Oh
he
no,
might try to
Julian lost it during the safety car, and now he's in 11th place. He was 2nd. And now he's 11th.
No! Julian!
What happened there?
Tell you what, after what an amazing qualifying he put in there, he'll be so upset. But there is a long way to go, as I've been tormented for saying many a time. Long way to go in this one. Keep your head down and focus. A lot of things can happen in this.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, to get your head down again, because on this track you need to focus and just be in your own vision. Otherwise you're going to make mistakes, and then you're going to put it in the wall, as Sondas did. 100%.
So at this point we'd normally talk about typical drivers' teams or historic races and other tracks from the country of which we are racing in. But this is Saudi Arabia, and we don't have any of that to talk about.
Oh, I have a story.
Oh, you have a story? Right, Melvin, let's go. Story time.
Oh, you remember last year when Hamilton and Verstappen were, 2 years ago now, I think?
Yes.
Verstappen and Hamilton, when
Lewis
they were
won.
fighting.
Yeah, Lewis won.
For the championship,
Yeah, Lewis won.
He did. Yeah, he did, but it was on the straight. I think it was this track, right? On the straight where Max wanted Hamilton to pass, and then he braked him, and then
he brake checked him, and then he illegally overtook him.
Yeah, he kind of did. I admit, as a Max Verstappen fan, that that was not something he needed to do there.
You are the second Dutchman to say this.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, but it made some spectacular racing.
Oh yes, it was actually. All jokes aside, it was a fantastic race.
It was.
So, you know, it was good to watch, and obviously, from a driver's point of view, it's very fun.
Yeah, and I can't believe that Hamilton kept his wing, in front wing there. That was amazing.
It's a huge collision between them.
Yeah, I can't believe it still, but...
I thought that was an incredible race. And then, of course, Leclerc and Verstappen had an amazing battle earlier this year. Where they kept wanting to give each other the DRS, which, you know, I can see why, because it's just how powerful the DRS here. You've got the 3 zones that go back to back through the middle and final sectors. Having that DRS, you can use the first zone just to close up, the second zone to position yourself, and then the third zone to pass and hopefully pull away.
Yeah, and
it's just so powerful.
Where they both braked for the line, right? For the detection zone line.
That is it. Yeah, that was the race.
Oh, there was something else.
They were playing mind games trying to get the DRS. Obviously, Hamilton and Verstappen did a similar thing. And you know what? When this track was first announced, they said about Saudi Arabia, a bespoke track in Jeddah. I genuinely didn't want it to happen. I'll be honest, I did not want it to happen.
Why is that?
I didn't want a country like Saudi Arabia, which doesn't have the best human rights records, to have a race. I didn't think it was morally right regarding, you know, their opinion on women and people of homosexuality to be given a race where this country, which doesn't agree with so many people, I didn't like it. I didn't want them to have it. But this track is phenomenal and puts us on great racing. I still don't like the country in terms of the human rights issues. I'm not going to get too political because I get told off for it. But this is a phenomenal track. If this track was in any other country, it would be one of my favourites by miles.
Yeah.
So
it's really rewarding what you said, just not for me.
Yeah. So 38, the Moroccan Magic Man comes through the final corner. Oh no, he's not going early. He's just testing the water. I thought he was going already.
Yeah, I think he's just warming up his tires, and he went.
Now he's going. I'll tell you what.
Scott is far behind, actually.
Indeed, Brindle is all over him, and so is Gibbon. Where is the Gibbon fan club today? They're not in the comments today. They're normally here. Have they just used up all their time supporting him in the other tiers?
Yeah, I think Gibbon had a lot of support this week already.
he has had a lot, to be fair. We've got Scott all over Gibbon. We've also then got Smith fighting with Winky and with RC Danny and Johnny Smooth, who's gone very wide. Got to be careful with track limits here. It's very easy to get caught out. Very easy to go wide in a few places and easily pick up 2, 3, 4 warnings in the space of what, 10 seconds? Easily done.
Yep. Yeah, it is, and the penalties will come in at the end of the race, because we might see a safety car at the end as well, and then you can drop a lot of places once you have those penalties.
Definitely. We won't have any DRS for a few laps because of the safety car, but the McLaren duo don't seem to be waiting around. They're getting on with it. They're getting feisty. They need to play the team game here. If Danny can hold off Johnny Smooth whilst getting a slipstream off his teammate, that would be perfect for them right now. Necromancer's the first to pick up a track limit penalty. Picks up 3 seconds. Currently down in 18th place, having made that pit stop.
Yeah, and what's going to be interesting is 30 fighting for the points here, because 30 is actually second in the championship right now, and Scott is first. And Julian is third, and yeah, he was there. He had an amazing qualifying, but now he's 16. And
Indeed.
that's just not where he wants to be. So I believe Scott is really going to try and attack that podium for the points.
He does. I was just looking at 38, but he seems to have a good hold on position now to Brindle for the moment. Scott is, as you mentioned there, he's close to Gibbon, so Scott does need, considering 38's winning, he does need to press on to the back of Gibbon. We have a yellow flag.
Winky.
It's one of the McLaren's Winkies at the moment. But he's come back on track there. He must have got out of sorts through the S's. Sorry, and RSD Danny then got all twisted. Winky's round further back. So DRS Julian now having a look at the back of Luke Shard. DRS Julian, of course, was on pole, looking to fight his way back into this race. Oh, great exit out the bank curve. And he goes round the Mercedes on Luke Shard.
Oh, wow.
Can he get it stopped in time for the chicane? He does.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great move.
That was an amazing move there.
Now Fragile Tunnel's now making a move on to Luke Shard as well. Luke Shard struggling. There's almost a collision between the two. Oh, Luke Shard and Fragile Tunnel with a big collision there, and now Winky's coming back through. No, he has to back out of that one. Might see that in shielding later, so we will refrain from commenting. But we have the helicopter camera on Fragile Tunnel, and we can see Winky making that move on the inside there. I love this helicopter. Oh no.
Oh, what a Smith fighting, and they hit each other, and they both in the wall, but I don't know how, but they kept it going. They're still
Smith and
fighting
who?
for that place. Smith and Owad.
Oh no. Is there any damage?
I don't think they have damage.
Doesn't look to be, but behind them, this is incredible behind OAT.
Oh no, Jackson! What?
Jackson's got the moment,
so
he's been
lucky.
hit. That's what happens when 4 cars go into one corner. It's just bound to go wrong for somebody.
Oh, Jackson was so lucky that DRS Julian was there, because that held him on the track. Wow. And look at the top 3. Given Given just can't keep up with the top 2 here, and the top 2 are he's still in the DRS zone. So I think he needs to save up some ERS, because he's using it all, but you need ERS on this track to overtake.
Yes, you definitely
in
do.
the wall again.
Oh, no. Easily done. Just looking back, Gibbon's got a gap now to Smith and to Scott, which is good for him. RC Danny chasing after Scott. Scott seems to have lost a bit of confidence after the collision that you've mentioned, so could he be vulnerable? The DRS for the McLaren now will come live. Scott is very much vulnerable. I think he might be struggling with the car after that collision he had.
Yeah, maybe, but he's doing it all on a raw pace, because he's not using a lot of ERS to keep up. He's just
playing the long game then.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep it with his own pace. Oh, and Smith's going into the pits.
Smith's pitting early. Indeed, so. At the moment, Brindle's just dropping off the back. He's got no ERS. 38's got a little bit, so he's just dropping off. Who else we got? Necromancer's just a few seconds off the back of the pack. He has made a pit stop. He has lost a good chunk of wing though, so I think he might have to pit again.
Oh yeah.
And he's not coming in, so Necromancer's going to continue. Now, at the back here, on board with Johnny, the Donny, and oh, got a collision between OAC and Luke Chard, and OAC's gone round.
Oh no.
Ooh, again, I'm sure we might hear about that later in shooting, so we'll give that a bit of a wide berth for the moment. Who are you watching, Melvin?
Ouch. I was just in from the front because I see a lot of gaps opening up and I'm not sure why. Because the pace was almost the same at the beginning of the race and now I think it has to do with confidence, what you said earlier. Because if you take risks here, you get the time, and if you lose confidence, then you're not going to take any risk anymore. So I think 30 got it all together now, and he's just driving away.
Yeah, so I'm watching the two Aston Martins right now are getting a bit dicey. 38 with a good lap. Oh no, Winky's come round! Oh dear.
It's not his race.
No. The Aston Martins are getting very fighty. Fragile Tunnel clear, the fastest of the two at the moment. He's on a new set of hards, where man is on the old mediums ahead. I think this is the point where the hard starts come good and the medium starts just to not feel as good. But just ahead, we've got a real fight. DRS Julian making a move on Jackster, and just behind them is Smith also having a little look.
I was just about to say that Julian came back into the top 10 and then he just overtook Jackster. He's 9th now. He's got a Scottish Ninja.
He's still 20 seconds off the lead, so he's got a bit more work to do if he wants to get back in contention. But
yeah,
he's back in the points.
With a safety car.
Oh yeah, of course, anything can happen. Ooh, Scottish Ninja going very wide of the exit there at the end of the first sector. Easily done. Watch out for track limits, boys. OET's put the inters on, by the way.
Oh. Well, that's a challenge.
Now, I hate to say this, but that's the wrong tyre. I do hope that's a glitch and not intentional, because if that's intentional, then that's a bit silly.
Yeah, Winky's behind that, and I think Winky's... Oh no, he put it in the hole!
I was watching that, and I won't lie, that looked a bit silly. So, okay.
I don't think we can say anything about that, but we'll see that in the stewards.
Yes, we shall.
Yep, safety car. That is a safety car, and that's just exactly what DRS Julian needed. And we gonna look who is pitting. I think a lot of the front runners already passed the pits, and everybody after is going into the pits. Oh no, they're in the pits. I'm sorry, I'm blind. I am blind. So I think they're going for the hards here. That's the call. Yeah, they're all going
so
for the hards.
this is a good time. If you're on the mediums, this is the perfect time to pit. So yeah. This is really a great chance to pit for anyone. Although the mediums can do 14, 15 laps, so if you're on the hards and you want to go on the mediums now, equally a great opportunity to pit. Personally think if you haven't pitted now, you're relying on a safety car or VST later on. This is the perfect time to pit.
And the one that got a lot of places from this is Jackster. He's in 5th now.
Exactly, so Jackster is back in the mix, and as you mentioned there, DRS Julian, all he needs is the right time for a safety car, and that's his race back on. And look what we've got, look what we've got.
I don't understand why Scottish Ninja did not pit. He's on 10 laps on mediums.
I think Scottish Ninja, Neil, DRS Julian, Jackster probably should have pitted, but, you know, long way to go.
It is.
So, back to the safety car chat, Melvin.
Yeah, tell me.
Right. As we normally would say, this is normally when we talk rubbish about the past. But, have you ever been to Saudi Arabia or any other country in the Middle East?
No, not yet. I really want to go, but not yet.
So, Formula 1, 20 years ago, had never been to any country in the Middle East. And now we have Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain. You know, we've got a few races going on out there.
Yeah.
Which of those four is your favourite? Because obviously they're all good in their own way, but which do you like most?
I think I raced the most on Bahrain. It's such a known track. But I do like Qatar as well. I'm not sure. But I think Bahrain, yeah. What about you?
Bahrain, I agree, is a fantastic track. I just wish this track wasn't in Saudi Arabia, but I'll stop the politicalness because, you know, political. What just happened there with Scottish Ninja in 38? That was really weird.
Scottish drove into the safety car and he lost his wing for it. Oh no. It's all
Oh
going
dear.
downhill.
So 38 is our leader. After all of that,
let's say that.
let's just leave that there. Scottish Ninja is obviously in the pits. We're going to leave that one there for debate later on. Yeah, I would say it's between Bahrain. Bahrain would have been it if it wasn't for how good a track this is. I think they're a tie for me. Qatar, we've only seen one race there, and I don't think it's going to be a good race. I think it's a good track, but not a good race. And Abu Dhabi is a fun track, but it's an awful race, and the final sector just doesn't work. So I'll agree with you. Bahrain. Bahrain's the best, followed by Saudi, then Saudi. But
yeah, we see a lot of in like real F1. We see a lot of things happening on Bahrain.
indeed.
So I think that's why I like it as well. It's a really good track to just race, overtake, and it has it all. So
Indeed.
It's got it all. It has it all, got it all.
It's got it all, it has it all. Both work.
Oh, nice.
But of course, Formula One is not the only country to breach the Middle East in the recent years. Of course, football this year spent the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, which, you know, helping spread the sporting world's wings across to the Middle East and to that region of the world, which is great to see. Obviously, that is now over, but that was a very enjoyable tournament.
It was. I think it's one of the most enjoyable tournaments I've ever seen.
Oh, 100%. I concur.
And I feel very happy for Messi, although he kicked the Netherlands out. But I feel very happy for him winning it.
Messi.
But, no, there's a but. I feel very sorry for Mbappe. He did everything he could, to be honest.
To lose a World Cup scoring a hat-trick in the final and then scoring a penalty. So he scored 4 times in the World Cup final
and lost. Times.
And lost.
And did you see that face when he got his prize?
Oh, he looked so upset.
He had to take the picture. Oh, that was so sad. But back, we are starting.
We have some racing. We forgot about the racing there. Oopsie daisy. Sorry, non-football fans. We won't do it again. We won't do it again. We'll do it again one day. 38 is going to do another safety car restart. He did one earlier. It looks like he's gone a bit early. And it looks like the throttle was just cut out because he went too early. The safety car wasn't even in. So he now does go. And he has not caught out Neil. But luckily for him, Neil still needs to pit. There's a bit of chaos going behind with the Ferraris, by the way. What's going on with them there? Jackson and Smith side by side through turn 1 and 2. Jackson's got the line, but does Smith get the exit? Okay, we're gonna let that one be discussed later. We need to find another line for that will be discussed later, because that looked a little bit weird. Anyway, DRS Julian back in 3rd place, all over the back of his teammate Neil. Can he get past? He's on newer tyres, he's on mediums. Neil on the hards. We know how quick both of these guys are, but Julian, our pole sitter, wants to get back after 38.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just had my hand on my mouth, otherwise I would say things that are not allowed, but there was something else.
You didn't want to get in trouble for a call out, that's what you're saying.
Well, we see Gibbon overtaking Smith there, and that's a really nice pass, but something's happening with Smith. He's fighting Danny.
Indeed, you keep an eye on that, but just look at the 2 Alpines right now fighting, and then Brindle's all over the back as well. This is a very tight fight for 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and they're not far behind 38 in 1st. Actually, let's just drop back to see Gibbon. Oh my word. Behind Gibbon, you got Smith, as you mentioned, RFC Danny, just going around the outside. Can he make it stick? Not quite, but he's got the exit. Oh, Smith knocks him off. But then, Smith's pitted, but that leaves Johnny Smooth now having a go at RFC Danny. Scott's just behind. And then look at this, as you've got Winky and all over the back.
Wow, we see like 5-6 cars racing there for everything they've got.
This is why I love this track, because you can fight here.
Oh no, what happened? Neil!
Hold on.
Neil put it in
Neil's
the wall.
got rounds! Neil's on the wall.
No.
Oh, he's still going. He has ghosted, so the guys can avoid him. Brindle's got a time penalty for track limits as well, so these are starting to rack up. Let's have a quick little gander at the penalties. So, it looks to me that Scott has served his 5 seconds, and then you got 3 seconds each for Necromancer, RC, Danny, Johnny Smooth, Jackster, and Brindle. Martin Brindle, let's call him that. Like Martin Brindle, but Brindle. Brindle Kindle. Anywho, that's enough rubbish from me. Melvin, Fragile Times left the session, he's got internet connection glitches. No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, a lot of things are happening. I'm not sure where to look at now, but DRS Julian is back in 2nd place. He still needs to pit, I believe, or he's gonna make a miracle happen here.
I'm all for a miracle.
30's looking strong. 30's looking very strong here.
The Moroccan Magic Man is, as you say, looking good. 2.5 seconds clear. If he saves the DRS, he could be on for a winner.
Yeah, and although he did not sleep for 2 weeks, he's still in this one.
I think if he wins tonight, he will not sleep for another 2 weeks.
No, he's gonna party again. Because, remember, next week we've got a break, but our lovely Gav organized something else.
Yes.
So next week we got racing as well, although it is free for the, what's it called, for the tiers, for the normal league.
Indeed, for those who are not aware, Gav, our resident Banshee, has arranged a Christmas event. Not everyone supports, celebrates, or fancies Christmas, but of course, for those who are aware, obviously the Christmas break leads to us having a little week off for our drivers, and of course, we're having a fun race for those who want to take part for all the tiers. So we don't know the location officially.
Oh no! Danny lost it.
Danny's lost it. That's a shame. Just watching Brindle on the back of Julian. We don't know the event, the host of the event, but of course it will be revealed in due course, and all 4 tiers are welcome to get involved. So that's going to be exciting.
It is going to be exciting. Do you remember the last charity race we did? I think it was for Alzheimer, I believe.
We had one for Alzheimer's, and we had one for SANS as well in the summer.
Yeah, that was so fun to do. That was so amazing. Then you see how big of a community this really is.
It is the fact that we've had 2 charity races in the last 7-8 months, I think. Brindle with the fastest lap, having a move on DRS Julian's turn 1. Great move. Julian knew not to fight that one. Brindle had the run on him with the DRS. 3 DRS zones, making it so easy to approach another car.
Oh no!
Gibbon's gone wide in turn 1. Oh no, Gibb. Johnny Smooth and Scott are side by side coming out of turn 2. Scott's just ahead. But yeah, as we were saying, the charity race, the fact that we've had 2 fantastic charity events, Gav set up the Alzheimer's one and Simba set up the one for SANS. 2 fantastic charities, we raised some great money for them. You're right, it shows we have a great community, and I'm sure there will be more in the future.
Oh, definitely. We saw a lot happening. A lot of people are fighting in the first corner. It seems like that's a place where people try to overtake. We've got like 5-6 cars trying to attack each other there. So sometimes it's a mess, but it's still clean somehow.
Indeed. I'm just looking at Jackster, Scott, and Johnny Smooth. They all keep losing it and then finding time on each other.
Fragile, that's the session.
He's having internet problems constantly.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, Jackster hangs on as Scott goes very wide into the chicane. Scott's in the wall!
Oh no.
Oh, Scotty, no!
Our championship leader.
The championship leader has had a huge moment. Doesn't look like he's got too much damage, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have any at all. That's a huge shame.
Spinning.
Indeed. DRS Julian clearly taking this chance, get another set of mediums and go to the ends. Not a bad call.
Do you think he might have hoped that with the yellows coming out would have been a safety car? Because he did see that Fragile Tunnel left the session.
I think it would have been a good call if he had a crash. Maybe he was expecting a safety car, but Winky's also pitting. He's currently the hard, so I think he must have picked up some damage somewhere.
Oh,
Brindle's catching the 38, by the way.
Oh, we've got yellow again. Sorry, what did you say?
So
no,
Brindle,
Scott is just... No, who is that? Johnny is around.
He is Johnny, no!
Johnny Depp, Depp.
You just want to get the Max Super Max song in, don't you, at all costs?
No. That's not what's happening here.
Is it?
Max.
Oh,
sorry.
No, I feel sick.
So, Julian just pitted for new mediums. He's 7th already, so he's gonna hunt down the cars in front. A safety car would do him very good right
Indeed,
now.
he's in some fresh air. Although, look at the fight going on behind him. The Red Bull, his teammate Neil.
Oh yeah, he's going for it.
And then, of
But
course, Scott and RC Danny.
well.
But what's scary here...
Smith. Yeah?
Oh, what's scary here is how quickly these guys are catching DRS Julian, obviously, because of the DRS. Look at the fight! We've got a 4-car fight into the final corner! Oh my... Oh, keep it clean, boys! And they do. Scott's at the inside of Neil and just about gets the move done. Now he's going to have a look at Smith. They've all got DRS here. DRS Julian giving DRS to everyone!
Yep, the
DRS
train.
Change your name to DRS Train, DRS Everyone. That is your new name. What a fight we're having here.
Gibbon is still on the podium.
He is, I said earlier, Gibbon was the man. And you said Jackster, so our 2 Ferrari boys are doing a great job.
Oh no, I saw someone lost it. It was Scott. No, Scott. This is not his day. It's
oh no, Scott.
Very unfortunate.
Oh, Scott, he's in the wall again. No, Scott, no.
He deserved better.
Oh no, better. Scott, no. This is so not right. That gives me flashbacks. I don't want to say that again. So, 38. He's still winning. Story of the race.
He's still winning.
Yeah, Brindle and
Julian catched up to Scottish Ninja and he's all over him now, so he's gonna try and make a move soon.
There's a big gap from the front 2 to Gibbon, who's a few seconds Jackster.
Johnny in the wall. Again. Alright, but back to Julian. He's 2 tenths behind.
RC Danny's got no front wing, by the way. Oh, he's lucky to have not DNF'd there.
And Julian's trying to overtake, and he's gonna brake a little later. He's on the inside.
He's got to be careful,
and he's got the better traction. Oh, yep.
Danny's got no front wings. He's got to be very careful here. Danny's gonna have to pit, surely.
Oh, Julian is not making a joke. He got the fastest time.
He is. Neil and RC Danny pits. So, DRS Julian, as you say, their fastest lap, 20 seconds off the lead on a brand new set of mediums, flying along. Can he get past Donny? Let's show on board through this first sector. It's such a technical section. This is where the new tyres will help him.
Wow, he's got so much overspeed there.
Yeah, Donny's tyres he's been on for 16 laps.
Yeah.
They will be feeling rubbish now.
And we see Jackstar already. You can see Jackstar already. That's insane. I
think DRS Julian can easily get P3 in terms of the amount of pace he's got, the amount of laps he's got left.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I say actually like easily P4, P3 would be doable, but he's going to have to really push.
Gibbon is protected.
Yeah, he's going to have to really push. Jackson won't be an easy fight either, but DRS Julian with DRS on, Donny in the Williams, waiting for his moment to pounce.
Ooh,
look how close they are. Wow.
Yeah, and if you use ERS and DRS coming up on that corner, it's sometimes really difficult to where you brake, because you really got to throw in the car, and if you have too much speed, you're not able to.
Exactly.
Ooh. And Don is going defensive there. Oh, and DRS hits him. Oh, he is best, but I'm not sure if it's clean, so we will see that.
We'll see that one later as well.
As Scottish, he is trying to overtake Julian, but he backs out of it. Julian is flashing now, though. He used up all his ERS to make up those places. So that's a good thing for Jackstar.
Indeed, Jackster right now has got a few seconds over these guys, and he's got 6 laps to hang on for P4. But Julian does not have any penalties, by the way. Let's just remind ourselves of the situation. So almost everyone on 3 seconds, apart from Johnny Smooth on 6. And then you've got DRS Julian, Luke Charles, Scott, Donny, Smith, and Fragile Tunnel, who have no penalties. Donny's out!
I think he retired in the pits, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. That is a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he retired in the pits. That's a shame. So that won't affect the race. We got a yellow flag in the first sector, though. Oh, I think that's just the retiring car. Still,
Yeah, that's the returning
no
car,
biggie.
but
That's fine.
is what it
38,
is.
panic over, don't you worry. He's now got 5 seconds to Brindle. He's extended the lead slightly. Gibbon is a further 10 seconds back from Brindle, 15 back from the leader. You've got Jackster in P4. DRS Julian has almost caught him already, look.
Yeah, DRS Julian is flying, and remember, he had a moment earlier, and during the safety car, so he lost 10 places during that, and he made them all back with the perfect strategy, what seems for him now.
Yeah, he's having a great race, and we're going to see these two fantastic Dutch races have a battle.
The grip he has out of that corner, he made up 4 tenths.
He did. He didn't have DRS there, but he will next time round. He's used all his ERS to get in the zone. Looking at Jackster, Jackster's still got 35%, so he can defend, maybe for a lap or two, but I think he'll struggle after that.
Yeah, and DRS Julian, yeah, he's gonna get past him on penalties anyways. So I think Jackster just needs to let him go and drive his own race, so Scottish Ninja doesn't catch up as well.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd let him through when the DRS comes into play. Looks like he's already accepting that. And
yeah,
no, not yet actually. No, he's kept position. Yeah, it looks to me like if I were him, I'd let him go on the next DRS straight and then use him to drag him along, like you say, defend from behind.
Yep. Yeah, the DRS is really powerful around here, so
it
you
really
should
is.
use that always.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Here we
no!
They're both in the wall. Oh no!
Oh,
Jackster and Julian have just been it.
That's.
Oh no, we got a full safety car as well.
Car.
Full
this
safety
is gonna
car.
be an exciting end. Who's gonna pit for softs
Oh
and who is
my
not?
god! So let's just remind ourselves of the tyre situation quickly. So DRS Julian and Jackster will have to pit. 30 stayed out. Now that's interesting because we're going to get end of next lap. The safety car will be in, so we're going to get 2 laps of running. Now 38.
Gibbon's coming in. Oh no!
What happened
Sorry,
there?
but Gibbon did not brake for the pit entry.
Is that his wing that we just saw flying across? It is? Oh no!
I can't believe he did not lose his wheel.
Oh,
he did not brake at all.
Well, luckily for him, he's not going to lose as much time as he would. And I think he might still come out in 3rd. Gibbon is going to be in P3 with brand new softs.
He can win this because
no.
Scottish and yours, huh?
Scottish and England. No, Smith's going through.
Yeah, but they all got penalties and Gibbon does not.
Oh no, Gibbon's just held on. Oh, hold on. Now then, is Smith going to need to give that position back? He does give it back. Yes, he does. So Gibbon just hangs on to P3.
But he's got a penalty now. He just got a penalty. He did not have a penalty yet.
Gibbon did. No, he did, I think.
Oh, he did?
I think he did. But anyway, he's going to be, with 2 laps to go, on brand new softs, right behind Brindle and 38, who should have pitted, I think. They had big gaps. And I think they should have played safe.
Yeah, they had to pit. Well, because the softs are very powerful, but the wear off so fast.
Yeah, but for a 2-lap sprint at the end, they'll be fine.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, this might be a win. Oh, I honestly thought he was gonna lose his wing, so that's why I was so hyped. No, not hyped, not happy hyped, but depressed hyped, you know? Because
yeah.
Oh, I thought he lost his wheel there, but it was only his wing.
That's a relief. So just let's look at the tyres. So anyone who's got a penalty symbol has 3 seconds apart from Johnny Smooth, who has 9. So crucially here, Smith in 4th, Brindle in 2nd, and 38 in 1st are all on 11 lap old hards. You've got Necromancer on 10 lap old hards. Then Smith's on 8 lap old mediums, and everyone else is on either brand new or near enough brand new mediums or brand new softs. Okay.
Yeah,
so Gibbon in P3 is really in a good position. DRS Julian, despite that crash, P7, no penalties, brand new softs.
Yep.
Don't count him out. And Scottish Ninja as well on the mediums. I think he should have gone for the softs, but don't count him out either. Gibbon,
I don't
though.
want to curse this.
Gibbon was my call for drive of the day.
Yeah, you said Gibbon would win it, and you said there might be penalty points if you curse someone. So I think if Gibbon wins this one, you're all free to go.
Oh, so hold on. Are you saying if Gibbon wins, I get to stay in MRC, and if he doesn't win, I have to leave and never return?
No, I want you here. But I still believe in Gibbon. I think he's gonna win it.
Oh,
He
my
should
heart
win
flutters. Well, here's the thing. I genuinely think Gibbon from here has such a good opportunity with those brand new tyres. He's got good pace anyway. We know he's got great pace. He's a very clean racer. Is this the day that Gibbon pulls home a win in Saudi Arabia?
Well, but keep in mind, 30 had a lot of pace, a lot of raw pace, because Gibbon fell back a lot of seconds behind the top two. So he needs to show his pace on the softs now and use them to really overtake. And I think the best bet is that he overtakes Brindle in the first corner.
Definitely. Donnie just popped in the YouTube chat about stewarding. Just pop your reports into the stewarding tab, mate, and someone will get back to you ASAP on it. They're just dealing with the tier 3 reports, so they will get back to you shortly. Just be patient, my friends.
It's going to be a late night again.
Oh, yep, us stewards, there's no rest for us lot. We do this all day, all night, and
I think
they're crazy.
Monday it was like one in the night for me.
Yeah, it was late. It was late. It was midnight in Britain. It was 1 o'clock for you.
Yeah, it was. Well.
Right, so your prediction was Jackster. He's in P11. I mean, anything can happen in MRC.
Yeah, but there was nothing Jackster could have done.
The safety car is in this lap. We're going to get a 2-lap shootout in Jeddah. So 38 for the third time will lead a safety car restart out of the final corner.
Yeah, Gibbon needs to be awake for this one. He has the grip on the softs. He's probably got the temperature in it, and the hards might not have temperature in it. So Gibbon needs to get this in the first corner.
If Gibbon can get a move done on this lap and then a move down the next lap, it's crucial. He needs to get one of them this lap so he can attack the following lap.
When is 30 gonna go? He is
there
going
he goes.
now.
He's going.
Ooh,
Gibbon's been caught out, I think.
Yeah, he is.
Here we
that's
go.
unfortunate. But still 2 laps.
In the first sector, he will be so much faster. Look how much time he's already found. Smith, the corner cutting in turn 1. Let's ride on board with Gibbon on those knee softs. Man's got a penalty with Scott. Ooh. And Brindle's looking hungry. Brindle wants to move. Oh, both of them go wide there as well. Smith, 20-second penalty for getting 3 places. Let's look into that one later. Let's leave that for now. We've got a race on our hands. Behind us, we've got Scottish Ninja fighting hard with his teammate Smith. And then there's DRS Julian on the comeback tour. Back to the front. Brindle fighting 38. This is looking tasty.
Oh yeah, Gibbon needs to get more out of this lap because he's 5 tenths behind and he did not overtake yet.
No, there's no DRS
Julian
either.
making fourth. When did that happen?
He did. He's having a great recovery here. He's on the back of RFC Danny.
Actually, Gibbon needs to. Yeah, Gibbon needs to look out because DRS Julian is coming.
DRS Julian is now about to make a move on Danny. In fact, he's going to get it done in the final corner here. He needs to get it done, but there will be no DRS, of course, with the amount of time to go after the safety car. And round the outside goes Julian, but Danny knows how to defend and defends brilliantly.
Do we have 2 Julians?
Sorry, that's Neil. Sorry, I'm terribly sorry. I'm getting mixed up here. I'm so sorry, everyone. I am a silly man. It's the Alpines, the French thing confused me.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gibbon needs to push like crazy. The win is there for the taking. But actually, right now, Julian can win this. Julian is within the penalty range to win this, actually. So, Gibbon, has he blown his opportunity to win this race? Because Julian, of course, penalties may come into effect. But Julian, right now, within 3 seconds of the leader, does not have a penalty at the moment. Scottish Ninja's out of the race. No! The 2 Red Bulls have dropped to the back. Oh no, what has happened there? Gibbon now on the back of Brindle. I think it's a bit too late for Gibbon to make the move, but he's got to push anyway.
Yeah, Julian is pushing. And he is going to win this one, I think.
He is. Gibbon is looking at the back of Brindle. Brindle's just run out of DRS. Can Gibbon get the move done? This will be position with the same number of penalties at the moment. Gibbon round the outside. Gibbon's got to break this perfectly in the final corner, and he does go a bit deep. Sorry, does get the apex nice and tight. For now, 38 will be the first to cross the line, but he will... Wait, will he be the winner? Hold on.
No, I don't
Gibbon
think it
gets
is. No.
fastest lap. Julian doesn't get the point in the end, so 38 keeps the win by less than a tenth. Gibbon
on the podium.
P3, Brindle P4, Jackster P5, RC Danny P6, Winky P7. I lied, sorry, Winky's dropped down. Luke Shard P7, Scott P8 after a huge amount of accidents recovered to P8. Look at the amount of wing he's got left. How has he finished this race? Fragile Tunnel P9, Winky P10, Neil 11th, Necromancer 12th, 13th Man, 14th Smith, 15th Johnny Smooth, and the other Smith P16, DNS today, Scottish Ninja, Donny, OAC, and Zonders. Wow, what an ending!
What an ending! Wow, and I think we have to pick the man of the match as well. Man of the match.
Driver of the day.
Driver of the day.
Well, the game gives it to Luke Shard, but Melvin, who are you going to award it to?
I'm gonna give you two options. I think it has to be Gibbon or DRS Julian, because DRS Julian he had such a good time at the qualifying, but he went back after an accident, and then he came back for the podium. But Gibbon an amazing race as well, and he's got pace, and he's on the podium, and all week he's been performing.
I was going to say Gibbon.
Then it's Gibbon.
Yeah, let's go with Gibbon. I think he had a great drive today, and like you say, he's really stepped up this week. And if it wasn't for the collisions that Julian had, I would have said yeah, maybe. But Gibbon had such a clean, fast, and brilliant race. So Gibbon is your driver of the day.
Yep, definitely agreed. Gibbon did
congratulations
so well.
to the podium trio, of course. 38 with a controlling win. Julian pole to second, and Gibbon 6th to third with the fastest lap. 32.2, great lap that, you know.
Yeah.
As we mentioned there, rounding out the points, Brindle, Jackster, RC Danny, Luke Shard, Scott, Fragile Tunnel, and Winky. Fantastic drive from all of our Tier 4 boys. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, this is the 4th of 5 races this week. We have one more to come. We have MRCX on Friday. The Formula 2 cars will be taken to the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And again, that is a mix of all 4 tiers. That will be exciting. And then, of course, it's Christmas Day, our Christmas break, and then we'll be back in the new year. So, wow, what a race, and what a way, for myself and yourself, Melvin, we're rounding out our 2022. I'll see you all in 2023, but don't forget to tune in for MRCX on Friday, our final race of the year. And, well, actually I lied, it's not our final race of the year. We have, of course, our Santa Sac race that Gavin's hosting, as you mentioned earlier, Melvin, on next Wednesday. Ho, 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 you didn't.
I'll be the Grinch.
I am the Grinch. But thank you everyone for watching. Have a very Merry Christmas. Have a lovely New Year. And thank you again. And good night.
Good night, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.